As we know, Keir Starmer, who continuously claims to struggle together with the public's difficulties, is now comfortably accepting luxurious free gifts. Clothes worth £32,000, sunglasses worth £2,485, VIP football tickets. It seems he's struggling in a very unique way, doesn't it? Recently, he himself admitted to the strange rumours circulating throughout the country regarding scandals involving him and his family. In today's video, we will discuss the latest rumours. But first, remember to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest political news from across the country. His salary of £81,000 per year, working just 4 days as a train driver, has become a symbol of economic inequality, and it seems Starmer has forgotten about other workers who do not have such privileges. He has also faced criticism for living in a luxurious penthouse in Covent Garden with his family, with a total cost of $2,437, despite no funds being exchanged during this time. The story of Starmer's family has also become an important part of these scandals. His wife, Victoria Alexander, is a prominent lawyer with extensive connections in the business world. Many question Starmer's ability to maintain objectivity in his political decisions when his family may benefit from these relationships. Disclosures indicate that the investments and assets of the Starmer family have not been clearly disclosed, further fueling public suspicion about his financial transparency. Kevin Holling, an opposition politician, has criticised Starmer for failing to disclose gifts and his relationships with business figures. He emphasised that the lack of transparency on this matter not only undermines Starmer's personal credibility, but also raises doubts about his leadership capability in addressing the country's significant issues. These issues have painted a rather negative picture of Starmer, as the public feels he cannot shoulder the responsibilities of a trustworthy leader. Keir Starmer achieved a resounding victory in the July 2024 elections, defeating the Conservative Party after 14 years in power. This was a significant win for the Labour Party, bringing great hope from the public. The British people, after years of disappointment with the Conservative Party's policies, hoped Starmer would bring about real change in politics and improve social welfare. However, just a few months into his term, Starmer's image began to be overshadowed by controversial decisions. One of the largest and most criticised decisions was the tax increase to offset a financial shortfall of up to £22 billion. This policy not only harmed the middle class and small businesses, but also sparked a strong backlash in society. Notably, they allocated £11 billion to raise wages for unions while cutting winter fuel allowance programmes for the elderly. Those who had hoped for a brighter future under Starmer's leadership now feel disappointed by the heavy and inflexible fiscal policies of the new government. One of the most significant grievances among the public is the revelation that Starmer and his family have received excessive gifts while continuing to claim they are struggling together with the financial difficulties faced by the people. Starmer has been found to have accepted luxurious gifts, including clothing valued at £32,000, glasses worth £2,485, and even numerous high-end tickets for football and concert events. This raises the question of whether he truly empathises with the struggles of the people or is merely a leader detached from reality. His salary of £81,000 per year, working just 4 days as a train driver, has become a symbol of economic inequality, and it seems Starmer has forgotten about other workers who do not have such privileges. He has also faced criticism for living in a luxurious penthouse in Covent Garden with his family, with a total cost of $2,437, despite no funds being exchanged during this time. The story of Starmer's family has also become an important part of these scandals. His wife, Victoria Alexander, is a prominent lawyer with extensive connections in the business world. Many question Starmer's ability to maintain objectivity in his political decisions when his family may benefit from these relationships. Disclosures indicate that the investments and assets of the Starmer family have not been clearly disclosed, further fueling public suspicion about his financial transparency. Kevin Holling, an opposition politician, has criticised Starmer for failing to disclose gifts and his relationships with business figures. He emphasised that the lack of transparency on this matter not only undermines Starmer's personal credibility, but also raises doubts about his leadership capability in addressing the country's significant issues. These issues have painted a rather negative picture of Starmer, as the public feels he cannot shoulder the responsibilities of a trustworthy leader. Keir Starmer's behaviour of accepting gifts has not only stirred public outrage, but also caused discontent within the Labour Party itself. Even opposition politicians, such as former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, have criticised Starmer for his greed. Johnson mocked Starmer for accepting gifts worth tens of thousands of pounds while still drawing a salary from the public. He pointed out that despite receiving £70,000 from donors, Starmer still requested free glasses and tickets, which has led to a loss of respect from many other politicians. Notably, Starmer tops the list of MPs receiving gifts, with a total value of over £40,000 since 2019. This has left the public puzzled, especially since he has always committed to transparency and fairness. Reports indicate that a large portion of this money comes from Lord Ali, with £16,200 spent on work clothing and more than £12,000 for VIP tickets to the Taylor Swift concert at Wembley. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner, a close ally of Keir Starmer, has also come under fire for recent scandals. Not only is she facing criticism regarding her performance in this role, but she is also implicated in several significant controversies, raising questions about the leadership and transparency of the Labour Party. One of the biggest scandals involving Angela Rayner pertains to corruption and public spending. A recent investigative report revealed that she and several other party members have misused public funds to finance personal activities and events unrelated to their political duties. She was caught spending thousands of pounds at a nightclub while still holding a public office. This extravagance has only increased public discontent, especially regarding the government's financial management. The relationship between Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer has also become tense recently, particularly as she has expressed differing views on several important policy issues. Rayner has called for the Labour Party to pursue stronger reforms, including enhancing social welfare and support for vulnerable workers. However, these views do not fully align with Starmer's approach, who is trying to maintain neutrality to attract more voters. This has created a rift within the party, leaving members feeling dissatisfied and uncertain about the party's future. Not only Rayner, but the entire leadership team of the Labour Party is also struggling to manage personnel. Reports indicate that several key members of the leadership are considering resigning due to pressure from scandals related to gifts and public spending. This has led to concerns within the party about maintaining stability and unity in the near future. The scandals surrounding Rayner and other Labour Party members have significantly impacted the party's image. In the current political climate, where voters are increasingly sensitive to issues of corruption and transparency, the Labour Party needs to take concrete steps to restore public trust. Otherwise, these scandals could diminish their chances in the upcoming elections. The question now is whether Keir Starmer has the strength to revive his image, or if he will continue to be labelled the king of gifts. The coming months will be a harsh test as he faces public outrage and scrutiny from his government colleagues. The widening gap between social classes is becoming more pronounced, creating a tense and challenging atmosphere for a leader like Starmer. Can he turn the tide and restore the public's trust, or will he be swept into a whirlpool of relentless criticism? We will continue to monitor every move from the government and will certainly bring you more information in the upcoming news segments. Let us know your thoughts on this issue. Do you sense public dissatisfaction regarding these scandals? Can Keir Starmer regain the trust of the people, or will he confront an irretrievable crisis? Stay tuned to see what lies ahead for the future of British politics.